Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, the honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mikaela Davina Putri. I am from SMP Negeri 7 Kuningan. I would like to tell you a story about Khalid bin Al-Walid with a title, The Sword That Refused to Break. The sun was sinking behind the golden dunes of Arabia, painting the sky with fire, when a young warrior rode alone across the desert. His name, Khalid bin Al-Walid, was already whispered among the Quraysh. He was fearless, he was brilliant, and on the day of the Battle of Uhud, the soldiers said they saw him move like an eagle, striking its prey. "Forward!" Khalid shouted, raising his sword. His cavalry surged forward, crushing the Muslim ranks from behind. And the Quraysh, they celebrated. Many believed Khalid to be unbeatable. But that night, while all of Mecca rejoiced, Khalid sat awake, staring at the stars. Why? He wondered. Do these Muslims never surrender? What gives them such strength? No answer came, only silence and the cold desert wind. Years later, when the Prophet Muhammad conquered Mecca, the world expected revenge. But instead, the Prophet forgave nearly everyone, even his former enemies. Khalid's heart trembled. Mercy and victory? Who does that? Soon after, he mounted his horse alone and rode toward Medina. When he arrived, the Prophet met him with a calm smile. "Khalid," he said softly, "I knew that your mind would lead you to the truth." Khalid lowered his head, whispered, "I came to bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." And so, the sword that once fought against Islam became its sharpest defender. Not long after, a storm of war approached. At Mu'tah, the Muslims faced a massive Roman army, tens of thousands strong. Their armor flashed like waves of iron. The Muslim commander fought bravely, but one by one they fell. Panic spread. "Retreat! We're doomed!" some shouted. Khalid seized the banner. His voice thundered across the field. "Stand firm! A believer does not flee!" He scanned the battlefield with sharp eyes, measuring distances, counting cavalry, reading formation like scholar reading books. "Left line, pull back! Horseman, circle behind the dust! Archer, lose your arrow and vanish!" The Romans staggered, confused. By nightfall, the army had escaped annihilation. The Muslims thought they had failed, but the Prophet declared, "They are not deserters, they are victorious." From that day, the world knew him as the Sword of Allah, a Shaykh Allah. Years later, the Romans tried again, but this time with thunderous force. Their legion stretched across the horizon, their banners snapping in the wind. Before the battle, Khalid rode before his men. Their eyes followed him, their breath steady, but fear hiding in their chest. "Brothers," he cried, "behind us lies fate, before us lies an empire, between them stands only our courage. Do not let history remember us as men who ran." A fierce wind whipped across the valley, then silence, and the storm began. Steel clashed against shield, arrows tore through the sky, horses screamed. The battlefield became a sea of dust and fire. Khalid rode through it all. Broken helmet, shattered shield. He struck like lightning, appearing where the lines weakened, shouting orders through the chaos. "Hold the ridge, push the flank, ride with me." On 6th day, his final charge shattered the Roman line like glass. The soldiers fled, screaming into ravines. When the dust settled, the Roman Empire had been defeated, forever pushed from Syria. But legend do not always die in battle. Years later, Khalid lay not on a battlefield, but on a simple bed. His body, once unstoppable, covered with scars, each one a memory from battle survived. He looked at his companion, tears burning in his eyes. By Allah, there is not a span of my body without a wound from sword or spear. Yet here I am, dying in bed like camel. His voice cracked, not from fear, but from longing. May the cowards never taste such death. The final breath left him, and the world lost a sword that had never broken. And so, the story of the sword of Allah continues, but not in war, but in our memory, courage, and faith. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.